Hola from the west side. It is me, DC the Purple Diva. Welcome to Not So Random Chat Thursday Thoughts. Y'all, I got some thoughts tonight. Hey, Heaven Sent. I got some thoughts tonight, y'all. So, I came on for a few minutes today. Earlier, I was trying to test out simulcasting to Facebook. Won't be able to do that again for a minute because now Facebook all of a sudden doesn't want anybody using StreamYard to go live on Facebook. I don't know. I guess that's haters over there. I'm doing good, Heaven Sent. Getting on here later than usual. I was going to come on earlier, but when I got ready to come on, there was some stuff going on. Hey, Terry. Yeah, there was some stuff going on in another sector of YouTube. Drama between some growth channels. It was crazy, y'all. People getting doxxed and cyberbullying, leaving nasty messages, racist comments and stuff. I just was blown away, by, the stuff. But I told y'all that there is mess going on all over YouTube. But this is some stuff apparently that's been going on for a minute, and it just kind of came to a head. Hey, do me a favor. Don't do me any more favors. So it was interesting, It was unfortunate though, because people, I guess, make you think they're one way when you see them in chats and everything. And meanwhile, they're doing all kinds of stuff behind the scenes. And what is going on? I'm like, is it a full moon? What's up? What's up, Terry? Hey, Stefan. Oh, is it Brexit Day? It's Brexit Day? Oh, wow. It was just some crazy stuff. This person, I guess this one person is preaching love and everything, and meanwhile they're really a racist. So, yeah. It just kind of saddened me. So today's the confirmation day. Wow. Oh yeah, and today probably will be the end of the impeachment hearing for 45, y'all. I think it's over today. And it doesn't appear that the Senate is going to impeach him. It's like they don't care. Even one senator said even if they were given information that he did quid pro quo, they still wouldn't impeach him. What kind of message are they sending the country? Not right. It is not right. Yeah, Stephan, it doesn't look like he's going to get impeached. It's not looking that way. And, you know, some people think that the Iowa caucus is this Monday, the 3rd of February. And some people think that Bernie Sanders might beat Biden at that primary. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's what they're thinking. He's definitely not going to beat him in the California primary. But they're thinking that he might. That's the reason why, that's one of the reasons why California wanted their primary to be moved up, so that they would have more power in who becomes the candidate. Hey, uppity unicorn. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to get the 4 votes. They need 4 Republicans to vote along with them, with the Democrats in the Senate. If they can't get 4, then it's not going to happen. And it doesn't look like they have the 4. It's not looking like they have the 4 at all. Don't trust the government. Well, we don't trust the government over here. So now what's going to happen now, Stephan? Because today is the day for Brexit. What's going to happen? I know, Terry, you're right. It's like we're in a dictatorship. And he's worried about Castro in Cuba, you know, the brother. Man. Also, now it's going to be a transition period. This is going to be really, really interesting. This is going to be interesting. Because this means that the pound is going to have to stand on its own. It sure will be more difficult to impeach in the future. It sure will. You know, and everyone, I'm sure most of you guys heard today that the World Health Organization has, you know, deemed this corona virus a world problem. And I believe they just had their first human-to-human infection between people in the United States, and I believe they were in the Midwest. It was a woman who had gone to China, and she had contact with someone in, I believe, Chicago, who had not, and he got it from her. Yeah, this whole thing sets a really bad precedent with the president. You know, it would have been better if they hadn't even bothered to do the impeachment. And I know that Nancy Pelosi's hand was forced. I mean, they had to follow the letter of the law as they saw it. So I'm not really, stating anything from that, but it's just going to be, the only way to get them out is to vote them out. And that means to get the electorals not for him. Hey, Double Be Good. Oh, God, the chlorinated chicken. I forgot about that, Stefan. Well, I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest with you, between now and November. I honestly don't know. I think that the Democrats need to get their act together. Because unfortunately, we only really have either the Democrats or the Republicans, and you have the lesser of two evils. And there are many people, unfortunately, of all ethnicities, who are saying that they're going to vote for this man. And a lot of women. What the, what's going on? And I'm talking about, people in, I would say, in the 45 to 55 bracket. Those women. So I'm not even understanding. There's nothing about this president that makes me feel comfortable. Nothing about him. Not a daggone thing. Well, they're not only two parties, but those are the two major parties. The other parties, you have the Green Party. I believe you have the Liberation Party, but they're much smaller. And yeah, they never get enough votes. They're just like a distraction, unfortunately, in major elections. He argued. Yeah. The quid pro quo, they're just trying to dismiss it like it didn't happen. And then when they are admitting that it did happen, they're trying to minimize it like it's nothing. Like it's okay that he did that. It's not okay. It's not okay. But, we're supposed to be stupid and not understand what's going on, and then you have people who can see exactly what's going on and they don't care. You know, some of them are like, it's like, what are you scared of him? Because you shouldn't be scared of him. Y'all should not be afraid of him. You have as much power as he does. That's why it's a checks and balance. Hello? Goodness. Didn't these people study government? You know? Because of the backwards views, yeah. I mean, the whole Brexit thing to me, Stephen, was very confusing. I really was not understanding. And I wasn't understanding why it got pushed through, and then it seemed like the general public did not want it. But yeah, with this, they're figuring that they're going to be done with this week, even if it takes them till Saturday, so they can go into February not talking about this. And they're trying to get it done before, 45 does his, I guess, his State of the Union, which unfortunately is on my freaking birthday. Ugh. I won't be watching. So, so if they're finished with it before Tuesday, then he's going to talk about that in his daggone State of the Union.
I'm going to give that a thumbs down because you're a nigga lover. White power. Go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
He is crazy, y'all. I think so too. Terry. And now they've got a lot of people are thinking that are looking at Mike Bloomberg because they think, well, maybe they should fight fire with fire. Bring in Bloomberg. The last election was a con. Ours was. Those people got suckered. The people in the Midwest were promised more jobs and they lost manufacturing. All these people with manufacturing jobs, they don't have their jobs now. And they're going to vote for this man again. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how crazy thinking is. Mm-hmm. That's how crazy the thinking is. So, is everyone looking into getting their own personal masks and gloves? Even though I heard on a news program today that we're more likely to get the flu, the regular flu, one of the other ones that's floating around, than to get corona. Well, I don't want any of them. So, yeah. I don't want any of them. But it's gonna be. It was crazy earlier tonight, y'all. I'm telling you, I was I was really not expecting to see, I mean, I've said to you guys before that there is drama in all over YouTube, but this particular one, I didn't see this coming, because I'm telling you, I was in this live that just popped off, and this particular channel holder never curses. He was tonight. Because he was really pissed. I guess he didn't care. And these are monetized channels where this crap was going on. And the one he was apologizing. He said, I don't like dealing with drama. I don't like being part of drama or anything like that. He's like, I tried to not say anything, but I understood why he had to say something. When he explained the whole thing, it was just a very crazy situation. Hey, Dallas Cowboys. Hey, DOD. Yeah, well, they won't be missing. I'm not going to be getting anything. I'm going to staying away from folk. I think that's the best thing to do. Stay away from people. What happens, Stefan, is on one of the growth streams, because there's a lot of networking streams. One of the networking streams wrote some really nasty things on a public wall of another networking stream. And was basically cursing them out. And lo and behold, apparently this same person had been cyberbullying one of the mods in the same person's stream for months, saying all kinds of crazy stuff to them. And apparently the same person had also been going into another growth stream and bullying them. And these two streams that they were cyberbullying were women. And this was a man. And then he wrote all this craziness on another man's, channel. But then he wouldn't come into the stream when he asked him to just come in there and have a conversation about it, so they could, get the misunderstanding, if it was a misunderstanding. He was like questioning the man's background, saying that, threatening to have him deported, crazy stuff. Exactly. A real man does not bully women. And this is the reason why, the channel that I'm the mod on was going off, because he was done with allowing this other man to be bullying these women who hadn't done anything to him. He was just doing it because he was getting a kick out of it. So no, and it was someone else. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to give him life. Yeah, I'm not going to give him life. But it wasn't ironically, the one who was doing the bullying was not a channel of color. the channel that was slamming the bully was a YouTuber who is of color. And the other person had been leaving all kinds of racist, crazy things on this person's community tab. So it got kind of crazy. It got kind of crazy. And I didn't even know this stuff was going on. I mean, you know, I just stay in my little lane. I don't get involved in the drama, you know. But this was this was like one of the channels that is never involved in any drama. You know, he generally just ignores it. But I understand why he just couldn't ignore it anymore. And he just like blew his cool, you know. You know, he was like, he said, I believe in the Almighty. He said, but I'm not a Christian. If you F with me, I will F with you. And I was like, whoa. Hey, Miss Pamela, tutu thing. So, you know, let me see. Now I figured out how to do it. So it was interesting. And Uppity Unicorn, it's one of the streams that I told you about that, you know, had to come down on a cyber bully. And they doxed him. And they doxed him in the midst of their cursing him out on his community tab. They said his real name. Just crazy. So I'm like, because when he was showing us the stuff, I'm like, whoa, this person doxed you too? Exactly 11 months to go, and people are already out here losing their freaking minds. It's the first month of the year, and some people unfortunately are showing their true colors in 2020. Some people are just showing their true colors in 2020. You know, and you know, I supported both of the channels, and I will continue to support the channel that I'm the mod on. But I'm sorry, I don't support racists. Don't do it. I know some people are very, very, they just, you know, but the thing is that it's not a good look. You know, it's not a good look, you know, for a man to be bullying a female. I don't care. It's not a good look. You know? And then, you know, like, and I'm like, it must be a full moon somewhere because y'all, King David, y'all, I don't know what was up with him tonight. That's another reason why I'm late. Yeah, David thought he was gonna get froggy today. You know, and it was crazy over not wearing a hat in the house. It's like you can't do this. We are trying to get you to do certain things because you're going to need to be this way You know, because when you outside and you're a man of color and you got a hoodie on or you got on a skull cap, they gonna look at you sideways. They not gonna see that you have autism. And yeah, so he's a little subdued at this particular point because he is not an alpha male yet. He hasn't gotten to that point. And he's just got to understand he's still a beta. Because although he is a grown man, he has not gotten to a grown man's capacity because with the autism, he's still emotionally not a grown man. But he got to get it together because we can't have this. You know? Can't have it. And, you know, can't come at mama. You know, we're not letting that happen no more. I'm like all healed up from our you know, other ones. I still have to keep putting cocoa butter on my face so I don't see the bite mark. You know, but he's not biting anybody anymore. Oh, y'all are talking about Brexit. Yeah. Today, guys, I talked to my dad. I told y'all it was his birthday. He turned 81. Let me tell y'all something. This man just has, you know, been down with an infection because he doesn't drink enough water. And do y'all know he was at work today? And he has to go back in for a procedure in 2 weeks. So he said, I decided I'm going to work on my birthday so I can save my sick time. He's so hard-headed. But he did say he is drinking more water. My dad is 81 years old, y'all. He you know, and he doesn't look like an 81-year-old. No, he doesn't look like he's in his 80s at all. I'll say he looks like he's probably, I'll give him, he looks like he's in his 60s. You know, he doesn't even look like he's in his 70s. God bless you. But yeah, he was at work. I FaceTimed him. Busted him at work. Yeah, he was at work. And if he's at work, that means that he drove his behind to West Virginia because my dad lives in North Carolina, but he works in West Virginia. Now, it's not that far, but it's still a couple of hours, you know? And he doesn't make the drive back and forth. You know, he has an apartment, I think, in West Virginia that he stays in so that he's not, you know, driving back and forth, and he stays there for the few days where he's working. I just want him to like maybe cut down to like 3 days a week from 5 days a week. Is that too much to ask of an 81-year-old doctor? I mean, but he's a dermatologist, guys, so he's not like in one of those fields where he's like in surgery and stuff. He does some surgeries, but mostly it's laser stuff. Yep, nah. Well, I told you guys that my dad's wife is only 8 years older than me. Let me just tell y'all that. She's only 8 years older than me. So, he's all right. He'll be all right. He has a younger wife. Yeah, I mean, and I told y'all that's not his only job. Then he goes and he works at VA 2 weekends a month. He drives to Washington, D.C., my home, and works for VA 2 weekends a month. Because my dad likes having that government clearance. So he continues to work for them so he can keep that clearance. No, seriously, because my dad did not serve, this is his way of giving back to those who did, by working in VA. And, he does it on weekends. And I mean, there's not a lot of dermatologists in this country. So maybe that's another reason why my dad's still working. And even though when he was here in California, in the Los Angeles area, there were very few Spanish-speaking dermatologists. My dad was one of the few. So, yeah. He can work as long as he wants to work, I guess. And he keeps saying he maybe next year, when he turns 82. And the thing is that there's not any cutoff because of his field. If he was a surgeon, it would be a different story. But he's not a surgeon, so. And dermatologists have the lowest malpractice insurance. Yeah, it's not a whole lot of people who can say they have a parent that is in their 80s that is still working, full time because he wants to, because he doesn't have to. At least I don't think he has to. My dad is one of the most frugal people I know, so I doubt it, because when he goes on trips that he goes on out of the country, he manages to make those medical conferences so that he can write them off. See how he does that? Makes him a write-off. But he still gets to go to Brazil, or to someplace over in Europe, or someplace in the Caribbean. Because, they always have him in these luxurious tropical type of places. And it's a medical conference. And I don't know how he finds these conferences. But that's what he does. Yeah, he runs. I guess he does. He still runs. And he still plays tennis, because my dad is a doctor who is not a golfer. Even though he always lives by golf courses, because I guess a lot of his colleagues play golf, but he doesn't. I don't understand that. But anyway, I play golf. My dad doesn't play golf. Yes, my sister lives in California. She actually lives in Southern California too, but she lives in the San Fernando Valley. What did they say? I know they're going back and forth about Brexit. Wow. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to have to keep my eye on that. I don't know why I thought it was March. I don't know why I thought it was March. I thought there was like another month. I did. I thought there was like another month. But I'm getting a little excited because my birthday is coming up, y'all. I'm getting a little excited about it. And as I told you guys on last night, I will say this again. On my birthday, I will be accepting PayPals and Cash Apps on that day. And I will also have an email address for myself if people want to send me digital birthday cards. I will have the email address probably by tomorrow. And I'll probably post it on my community tab. Okay, that's why I had March in my head. That's why I had March in my head. That's why I had March in my head. Wow. So now, I wonder how that's going to work with everything else that's going on. Well, I tell y'all one thing. This coronavirus is going to hurt China it may hurt China's ability to export certain things, especially since they say this thing lives on surfaces for 5 days. I know the 5-day thing is killing me. I mean, I'm just like, what can survive for 5 days? And apparently Australia is trying to come up with some type of I guess shot or something. I don't think it's going to help the people who already have it, but I guess this is for those who don't want to get it. So they're apparently coming up with something. So we'll see what happens with that. I already told y'all how I am about flu shots. I don't know what you're sticking in my arm and putting in me. You know? And aren't you supposed to be getting don't people supposed to get a whole bunch of different shots and stuff before they go to other countries and stuff? Apparently nothing we have to get to go to China or something. Bet you they will have to get certain things before they go there now. I know, but Stefan, apparently they have people quarantined with the coronavirus on, I think it's Angel Island. That's like 200 miles off the coast of Australia. That's how far away they're putting people who are infected with the coronavirus. But apparently they got their hands on some of this virus so that they can try to make some type of, I guess, flu shot. So yeah, now they're dealing with the coronavirus in addition to the wildfires in the bush. Because you said, dude, it's done absolutely nothing. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what he was here. He could hear you saying it in your voice. Wow, it's blowing to. So New Zealand is feeling the impact of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to handle those bushfires. They haven't really even been talking about them lately. There's been so much other stuff that's been hitting the news. There's been so much other stuff hitting the news. Yeah, I don't. Ugh. I don't need to be getting sick. I need to stay healthy. You know, that cold that I had over the holidays was as sick as I want to get. I'm done with being sick my sick was last year. I don't want no sickness or any colds or anything this year. Yeah, and they're not even talking about those bushfires though. I mean, at least I haven't heard about them in any of the news here in the U.S. I guess it's all been about Kobe. God rest his soul. And then the impeachment.
Yeah.
One second, guys. I'm gonna put y'all on mute for just one moment. All right, guys, I'm back. As I told y'all, it's been a rough evening with David. It's been a rough evening with him. I'm telling y'all. You guys, today, there are days when it's dark days with autism. Today's one of the dark days with autism. Yeah, now he's embarrassed, so he ran up the stairs. Because he knows I'm talking about him showing his behind. I know. I think they're gonna thing. I bet you that they're gonna change the NBA logo to Kobe. I bet it's gonna get changed to Kobe. That's what they're saying, Terry. They're saying that's I think I mentioned that last night. But they think they're checking the iPad that they found, and they're trying to see if the pilot was using that, and it may have had a programming on it or app on it for navigating the terrain. Because the new iPads have all kinds of stuff for that, and some of that is some of the things that's on there. And he may have been using it on that, but in regards to them not having the instruments in it, it's because the FAA has not required them to have them on those yet. It was made a recommendation like years ago by the NTS. They told them years ago that it should have that on them, as well as a black box. And the FAA has not implemented it. Hopefully, after this, they will. Yeah, hopefully after this, they will. Because I'm sure that in this report, they're going to recommend again what they recommended before. You know, in regards to Kobe, they're, like I said, it looks like they may be utilizing the Los Angeles Coliseum for the memorial. It's pending, but you know, because this is Hollywood, you know, they've got to do it around, you know, the Oscars. The Oscars are coming up. So I don't know when they're going to do it, because they've got to have resources to deal with that, you know, and then they're definitely going to have resources to deal with any type of memorial that they have for Kobe. You know, and it's only right if they do the memorial for Kobe that they, you know, remember everybody else that was on that helicopter at the same time, which is why I think that they're thinking that they're going to need to make it a bigger event. Just, yeah, I don't know how old the helicopter was, but I heard that apparently Rob Kardashian's daughter was on the same helicopter like a couple of months ago with her Aunt Kylie. And Black China found out about it when Kylie posted about it when the accident happened. And she's pissed. Yep. Rain. Yeah, her name's Rain Kardashian. Yeah, the little girl was on with Kylie, took the little girl on that helicopter with her child. Same helicopter. He was not convicted of sexual assault, and I do not believe that he sexually assaulted that girl. I do believe he had sex with her. Yeah. Well, there's always going to be haters, Miss Pamela. Always going to be some haters. I mean, but we have lives that have been lost. And we have lives that have been lost. So I hadn't heard about that one, but I'm sure that one's probably going to hit the airwaves as well, because they've already been slandering him. He's not even in the ground yet, and they've been talking about it. I think I told you guys, I think what the Daily Mail or somebody is trying to get an interview with that girl from Colorado. What does that say? See his people on fly. I know, same thing. That's what I'm saying. That day on Sunday, my understanding is that police helicopters were down because of the overcast conditions. Y'all, I can't even believe this just happened a few days ago. You know, that this just happened. I'm just looking to see what everybody's saying in the chat. No, I hadn't heard about that one, Stuffin. I have to go look that one up on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I don't know why they flew. I guess they thought that they could make it. And it may not have been overcast in Orange County, but it was definitely overcast in Los Angeles. And in Calabasas, it was coming straight from Malibu by the beach, and it was foggy, you know, in the Los Angeles basin that morning. You know, I mean, this happened right before 10 o'clock in the morning. It was, and on Sunday, we didn't even see the sun until like about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it only came out for a minute, and then it went away again. It was overcast almost that entire day. Almost that entire day it was overcast on Sunday. There was maybe 30 minutes of sunshine where the sun peeked from behind the haze, but pretty much it was just a haze. You couldn't see the sun. It wasn't smog though. This wasn't smog. This was like this was like coming off the ocean. So it's like a cloudy, low clouds coming off the ocean. And they just kind of hang because Los Angeles is like in a valley. It's like in a bowl, and it just sits there. Same thing is, and when they hit the valley, same thing. There's nowhere for them to go. They hit the mountains, and they can't go past that. So yeah, it was, man. It's going to be a minute before we stop hearing about Kobe in one way or another. And I told you guys that you can no longer find Dear Basketball online. It was only available on Monday. By Tuesday, it was gone, and it has not returned to online yet. But in lighter news, there is another athlete that is up for an Oscar for a short animation again this year. It's a former football player who did an animation about a father doing his daughter's hair. And it's called Hair Love. So you can find that one. You can find that one online. And it's also on YouTube. If you type in Hair Love, you'll find it. It comes up. It's maybe five or 6 minutes long, but it's up for an Oscar for a short animation. And it was a football player, a former football player, and it's about a father of color doing his daughter's hair. And he said it was inspired, by seeing, some of the fathers, attempting to do their daughter's hair online. So y'all can take a look at that one. That one's it's up for an Oscar for animation. It'll be interesting to see if that one gets gets consideration like Kobe's did. I really hate that they took that down. Maybe I'm hoping that they'll maybe put it back up or release it as a commemorative, maybe, with the proceeds going to, to school and stuff. Because I'm sure that his wife is going to want to keep that going for him and all of the stuff that they had going. But I'm looking at how long we've been on here, guys, and I know I came on later than usual. Oh, you did see it? You did see it, Miss Pamela? Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was so nice. I thought that was a really nice short. And it got highlighted on the local news here. So that's the reason why I brought it up. No, it's not called Hair Peace. It's called Hair Love. It was. I thought it was really special. I know my father never did my hair. Thank God. I had a lot of hair. My hair was long and thick. So he was not trying to do my hair. Oh, it was on the Late Show tonight too? Really? Wow, good. That means it's getting buzz. That's good. And it's good. That's something I think that Kobe probably inspired, because I don't think there might have been other athletes, they weren't even thinking about that. People weren't thinking about those little short animations. But that's how most filmmakers get into, to films. They start with shorts and move into, full-fledged movies. So, that was where Kobe was trying to go too. Oh, yeah, this is the Late Show tonight. You're right. Yeah, I know. It's a late show tonight. But I came on, I know. It did make me, the little video did make me a little teary-eyed because, of what was going on with the mom in the little short. You know, without giving too much away, guys, go take a look at it because I thought it was really cool. Okay, Stefan. Yeah, we're getting ready to close it down too. Anyway, thank you for coming. Yeah, guys, but I'm gonna get ready to shut it down because it is late and I have a meeting in the morning. My daggone self. Ugh, go work. It's part of the new work thing for me. But you guys, I will see you guys on tomorrow because it's Friday. So until then, hey guys, peace and blessings from the West Side, guys. See you guys. Bye.